I think when people hear someone has had a spinal cord injury, they think their lives stopped at the moment of injury, that their biggest dream is to walk again. But for me, that has not been the case. At the age of 15 years old, I woke up one morning with a sore back, and a half hour later, I lost feeling from the chest down. After many weeks of medical testing, it was determined that I had a permanent spinal cord injury as a result of abnormal blood vessels in my spinal column. At this time, I'm sure my family and my friends worried I would never date, would have limited career options, and certainly would never marry or have children. But I never thought that way. I always hoped and dreamed that I would still have an ordinary life, albeit sitting down. I returned home 6 months after my injury, managed to catch up, and later graduated with my classmates. I surprised family and friends by choosing to go away to university and living in residence. Sure, it was challenging, but I did it. In the end, I completed 3 degrees in 3 provinces, and I now have a rewarding career as a pediatric social worker. In 2004, I met a quiet guy for a coffee date, and well, we soon fell in love. We decided we wanted to make a life together, one that included children. I think many people, including friends and family, thought it would be impossible or too risky for me to become pregnant. When I asked my family doctor about options, she replied, "Most people in your situation wouldn't take that on." To which I replied, "I'm not most people." Fortunately, I pushed past this obstacle and requested a referral to a knowledgeable and supportive service provider. We were excited to find out that pregnancy was definitely possible. I became pregnant with our son in 2009. Things went well, but I often had to help make the connections between maternity services and the spinal cord specialists, as they were almost like separate worlds. But in the end, bridges were formed. I must admit, pregnancy was sometimes challenging, but it was so amazing to feel the little kicks and turns inside my belly. Our son was born healthy and at term in September 2009. Soon after our son turned 3, we began to think about having a second child. I worried about the practical challenges of 2, but in the end our hopes and dreams won out, and in July 2013 our daughter was born. Contrary to most people's beliefs, I did not require a C-section for either pregnancy. We feel so very fortunate to now be a healthy and happy family of 4, and I love being a mom. I often get asked if the children are mine, if I had them naturally, if I have a nanny who takes care of them for me. I find these comments hurtful, but I always try to be polite and to educate the people making these comments rather than lashing out at them. I remind myself that for many people what we have done is different than the norm, or what they thought was the norm, and that can sometimes be uncomfortable for them. Hopefully when they see our happy family, they see all the possibilities rather than just the obstacles. So dreams really can come true after a spinal cord injury. I'm married to a wonderful man, we have the family we always hoped for, I have a career that I love, and we're surrounded by caring family and friends. I look forward to our future and the adventures that lie ahead.